L'inspecteur Tarams Club بالزفيرة تاع الكتيلات. L'inspecteur Tarams Club بالزفيرة تاع الكتيلات. والسلام عليكم. Today I wanted to talk about how a master of yoga masters, become masters, and that's the subject of today. And like I said, today I'm going to talk about how yoga and prana energy and ability to spread the prana energy make somehow the practicer of yoga for several years become a master. And I am going to talk about this subject without being afraid or worried about, because I learned this knowledge throughout a personal research. But if a master or a master who gives this secret is considered as a betrayer, and is at risk of harmful things, even death. But before I talked about the technique that make yoga practitioner a master, I'm going to talk about the yoga rituals. The yoga is a ritual belief or a lifestyle that was founded in Asian regions, India, China, Nepal, the areas. And this ritual has been practiced since thousands of years ago, I don't know how long. And the aim of this ritual is to gain an energy, and that energy is called the prana energy. And the prana energy is aimed to bring peace in the conscious or soul of the person and his body at the same time. And this prana energy is known as the energy that allows the whole universe to keep going. But wise people from that region, or the masters of yoga masters, understood how that prana energy works and how that concept works. And this concept energy works in like a digital sector, where a binary code release an energy. And they did found a practice, that it is a practice used every day to promote the energy in the soul and in the body at the same time, using the binary code concept, where 0 represent low voltage or ground or electrons, and the 1 is the proton that allow electric discharge or electromagnetic waves to flow in the thorax of yoga masters. And the concept is the same in human body, where the 0 is the belly button of human being, and the 1 is the penis or the clitoris, the penis of man or the clitoris of woman. And to get a prana energy flow using belly button that represent the ground or 0, and 1 that represent, like I said, the penis or the clitoris of woman, they did realize that by bringing the belly button close to the vertebra of the back, so when you breathe in, you try bring this to the back. like I said, where the 0 is belly button of human being and 1 is the thing. Like I said, to bring the, and 0 and 1 that represent belly button, that represent the ground, and 1 that represent the like I said, the penis or the clitoris. And the energy, these people realize that by doing this exercise where you bring the belly button close to the vertebra, by breathing in and closing the anus, because automatically when you do this exercise, the anus down your bottom, the anus hole will close naturally, and the diaphragm will close as well. And we all know that the anus is connected to the penis or clitoris via the pelvic floor, and this area plays the role of shooting the electric energy or the prana energy upward. So when you close that, it will shoot that energy upward to the thorax. So the energy stays here in the thorax, and the whole of the diaphragm, the whole of the anus and the diaphragm close as soon as you do that exercise, and that flow, that prana energy stay flowing in the thorax. When they do this like that, and they stay like that, and they bring this in, and they is closed, like I said, by when you hold your breath, the diaphragm straight away closes, and this energy is felt as a heat energy. And with the time practicing the yoga ritual, with time, the yoga ritual practicer or the yoga ritual exercise, the exercise the body and the conscience, and the body and the conscience gain an energy that could be expressed with time. And this expression or this energy release could be felt, could be felt if a master touch you like that, you could feel the electric discharge. Or they could move object with eyes, small object, that's how they could express that. Or they could burn a piece of paper by touching it with the heat release, with that heat energy. Where the master yoga can release this energy as heat to the point where, like I said, he can burn a piece of paper. So basically, a person practicing a yoga ritual using the technique where the body become a transistor that turns the binary code 0 and 1 to an energy. And 0, like I said, is the belly button, and 1 is the penis or the clitoris. And by using the breathing exercise where, like I said, bringing the belly button close to the back vertebra and closing the anus hole and the diaphragm hole. And this exercise allowed the generation of heat or electromagnetic wave that is known as the prana energy. And as we know, the prana energy is the energy that bring peace to conscious and soul and body at the same time, that allow these people to live happy, healthy life, and they live wise people. And this is basically how a yoga practitioner become a master, with his ability to express or release this prana energy throughout the meridian point, the meridian point, which are in the hands or finger exactly, and eyes. And this energy can be seen as a source of heat, where the person can release the energy from from fingers, burning a piece of paper, or moving a small object with the eyes, or can be felt as an electric shocks if touched. And this is basically I think I did go throughout the journey of a yoga practitioner from a beginner to become a master yogi. And by the way, I'm not a yoga master. It's just a curiosity that got me to study this phenomenon of prana energy flow in human body. And if you try this exercise now, right now, if you try this right now, instantly you will start feeling a source of heat in your thorax. It doesn't mean that you become the master. It just, it just confirms the concept of generating the prana energy throughout yoga exercise. I think the video is great. Today I got a bit long. Sorry about that. Thank you for watching, and you have a nice day.